Hello guys, it's me, the Quest of Anime here, and today we are doing the final episode of monthly analysis series for Quintessential. After this, we're doing a whole new series. But I do plan on doing Futuro eventually. I'm just gonna do him in a later date. But yeah, let's get on to it. So I want to talk about Itsuki. See, something about her is the fact that she doesn't have a lot of screen time. Like, compare her screen time to Nino, Ichika, and Miku, and she's sorely lacking. I mean, granted, she's not as bad as Yotsuba, but Yotsuba had a lot of things going for her in season 2, while in season 2, after the beginning, she really didn't do much. But yeah. So after rewatching this a second time for Itsuki and Miku, I figured that, you know what? I'm gonna do how do I say? I'm gonna do the same thing I did for Miku, and that is compare her relationship with Furu, because if there's one thing I can say that's interesting about her character is the the thing that's interesting about her character is how much she actually changes. Because you can know there's a lot of notable changes from the first time they interact to the end of season 2. So we're going to be talking about it because I found it interesting. You see, what I mean by that is when it comes to her first interaction with Furu, she was very humble and nice to him. She saw that he got 100 and she saw that she can learn a thing or two from him. So she asked him if she can teach her or tutor her, and which he said no. You see how different that is to how she was throughout season 1? She was very prideful and refused to ask for help from Furu. And from what I remember hearing about from Ichika in an episode, she said that Itsuki is a nice person. She's willing to cooperate with you unless you ended up in her bad side, which he ended up in her bad side. So another thing I can mention is that when it comes to her character, she's very prideful, and she's also a tsundere. Why I say tsundere is I'm not saying she likes him or anything. She does, like season 1, she really doesn't. But she's not good at expressing her feelings. She just like Nino. They had an argument in season 1, if you guys remember, and she really wanted to apologize, but she just couldn't. Like, same thing with Fudo. She wanted to apologize, but they just couldn't. They're very similar in a lot of ways, and it's really shown in this anime, and I find that really interesting because they both clash heads a lot, and that's because they're just too similar. Another thing I would mention is the one major thing I found interesting is when it comes to all the girls, she's mostly aware of his situation more than the other girls. She was the first person to be aware of the fact that the only reason he's tutoring them is for his family's situation, and he wants to, provide for his sister and make her happy and have good times. And she saw that, and although she doesn't want to cooperate with him, she respects him for that, and she acknowledges that he's putting effort for her family. I just find it interesting because, like, when it comes to the family situation, she's always the only one who's aware of it, Like, or she knows her family the most. Like, how to say it? I don't think any of the other girls have seen his father except her, which I found interesting. Like I've mentioned, she's very prideful, and there was moments in the series where you can clearly see that she's not mean. She's a very nice person. Just look at how she treats his sister. She treats her really well, and also I'd say again, like, although she doesn't like the MC and she refused to cooperate with him in the first season, it's very clear that she cares about him. Like that one moment in season 1 where the dad did that thing of if they don't pass, then you fail, then what's called you're fired. She generally learned about that fact, and she generally tried her hardest to get a passing grade for his sake. And hey, throughout the series, near the end of season one, she kind of mellowed down and is not as mad as him anymore. And if you look at season two, they don't get in arguments at all. They have like this mutual understanding thing going on. Heck, season one near the what's that thing called? School camp thing, right? She mentioned once before that I really don't know anything about you, and that she wants to kind of learn more about him. And throughout season two, she's not mad at him. She's notably more calm and accepting of his presence in their household. She sees him as a real teacher for once. One major thing I had to say about her character that I liked is that moment in season two where Nino and Itsuka, I always mess up her name. Itsuka got in a fight, and it was because what's it called? She ripped out the paper, the study sheet that Fudora made. She'd been in his house, and she was the only one who'd been in his house, and she's fully aware of the fact that he does not have a printer at home. He is poor. He don't got a printer. So anything he writes, that huge stack that he made, that he wrote in pen, and he wrote all of them at one. What's called one by one. Just to show you how big that stack was here, I'll show you. Like, just look at that. That is a fat, like, 50 pages worth of what's called questions and problems that he did. And also in the middle of it, let me show you this real. Literally, when she ripped that up, considering the fact that she knows about the whole how much work he puts in, she literally was willing to smack some sense into Nino for doing that. And I just gotta respect how much respect they have for she has for him. Again, like I said, season two, she fully acknowledges him as a teacher, and what's it called? Yeah. So I'm saying I really like that about season two. So yeah, my bad. So when it comes to her goals, I do find it interesting how I didn't never notice this, but she always tried to play the mother figure for the family. She tries to fill in the role of a mother, the one that they lost. And she also wanted to become a teacher because her mother wanted to become a teacher, which one of her students, her mom's students, said that nah, if you want to, it's okay to admire people, it's okay to want to follow their footsteps, but if you're gonna be a teacher or if you're gonna be anything, you better have a reason to be it, not just that what's called because my mother or because this person did it. And yeah, I didn't finish season two because I didn't have time, but they're slowly developing what's it called? Oh yeah, no, I remember. She wanted to become a teacher because of the of what's it called of when she was helping Yotsuba with I think social studies. She kind of not social studies science. She kind of enjoyed the her saying that thank you. It was like a nice feeling to her, and she wants to savor that feeling which I found nice. So yeah, that's what I got for Itsuki, and I really think she's a good character. She was a number five because I found her boring and I found her what's it called find her not interesting compared to the rest of the girls, and I kind of feel bad about that. She really is an interesting character if I really look into it. I just didn't give her enough time. She did a whole lot, and she deserves. I'm telling you, this is what I like about quintessential quintuplets. All the characters are so good. They're written so well. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys then.